Wow. It is full on wintertime here. Still. Look, you can see where they've plowed the road. Sort of. And we got the trailhead here. And we have done it. We have completed a rim-to-rim hike. I tell you, the last half mile to a mile was brutal because it was just snow-packed like this. Tough hiking. Slippery, definitely. So I'm gonna take a little break here and have a little lunch, and then we'll start trekking our way back to camp. We did it! From the South Kaibab to the North Kaibab, from the South Rim to the North Rim. Rim to rim hike complete. So peaceful and quiet over here. Got some ponderosa pines. Looks like a different kind of pine. I don't think that's a pinyon. It's the one that smells real good that they have in Colorado. This side smells like cotton candy, even in the snow. Got some aspen in here. Yeah, this side is beautiful. I definitely want to come back here when the snow is gone and spend some time hiking around this North Rim. But for now, I think we need to probably make haste and try to get back down the mountain a little ways, or the canyon. I don't know why I always want to call it a mountain, but it's because I'm just used to hiking mountains. But you can see the snow is in the sun, and it's going to make it treacherous getting out of here. So we need to get going before it all starts to melt and we post hole any worse than we've already post holed. Also, just for the record, it was about 11:15 when we hit the top over here on the north side. Whoa, big post hole. So we left about 6:45. Was it 7:45, 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, and then another half hour, about 4.5 hours to make the trek up from Cottonwood to the North Rim. Now, granted, I was not speed hiking at all. This stuff here makes it a whole lot more challenging and slow going. And I did stop and I took a lot of pictures and did a lot of filming, so I'm sure I could do that faster if I really wanted to. But you know, it's not often in life you get a chance to do a rim to rim hike, so why not go slow and enjoy it. New kind of lizard. Oh, look, he's got a friend. There you go. Pump it up, buddy. Woo woo. Beast mode. Look at you go. Work it, work it. Back in the oven. Ugh. It is hot down here, y'all. And we're not even to the bottom. Like I said, I'm camped about 2,000 feet up from the bottom. So, I can only imagine how hot it is over there at like Phantom Ranch today. We are not going that far. In fact, we are probably half mile from camp. Made it. Back to camp. Back to our little shade tree. I gotta tell you, that was tougher than I thought it would be. And I think a large part of it is just because I'm not in mountain climbing shape. Yeah, that was tough. 4.5 hours up, 3 hours back down. It's about 3:30, and I'm about to kick my shoes off, go soak my feet in the creek for a few minutes, and then we're gonna lay down and relax for a little while. You already know. Don't laugh. I have a dinner guest. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Well, supper has been eaten, and we are kicked back here in the tent. The flies and the bugs are really bad down here, probably because they never get an off season. So we have several new groups in camp tonight. So we're just kind of chilling out here. We got the tarp on just in case those gray skies decide to drop a little moisture on us. But another 14.5 mile day. And I think we're going to call this the end of day number 2. Tomorrow, get up, break down camp, head out back to Phantom Ranch, jump on the Bright Angel Trail, and take that up a few miles to Indian Gardens, where we'll be camping tomorrow night. Good night. Good morning, folks. We are, as you can see, all packed up and just hitting the trail, just making our way out of Cottonwood campground, heading back to the south side. Got about 13.5 miles to go today. At least 2,000 feet of downhill elevation and probably a couple thousand feet of uphill elevation. I'm not sure. I should have looked to see what it was. But yesterday was a 8,000 foot elevation change day. So today shouldn't be too bad. Feeling good. Got a great night's sleep. Raring to get on the trail this morning and get rolling. Cool water. Oh, don't you listen to him, man? He's the devil, not a man with water. Cool water. Wow. It's like a big desert area. It's cool. Here, check it out. Looking back up to where we came. Look at all this beautiful desert around us. High, steep bluffs. Wow, so pretty. Oh, and we got sunrise beaming off out there in the bottom of the canyon. And there we can see the south rim. I don't think it's going to be too much longer. We're going to be shedding the pants legs. Yuccas are about to start blooming here. Oh, these are Mojave yuccas. Check that out. Ooh. The flower game is on point here in the valley. I've seen oodles and oodles and oodles of flowers. All kinds, all colors, all shapes and sizes. Really a tremendously beautiful walk. Who could forget this section? Boy, she's a rushing today, isn't she? I think it's even got more water on it than it did the other day when I came through here. Maybe not. All right, I think I'm gonna drop my pack and filter some water here, and then we'll get on across this dude. All right, so I hope you can hear me. As I've been sitting here filtering some water out, I noticed something that I found quite amazing. See this little bird? He's got some moss in his mouth. Whoops, there he is. Whoosh. Yeah, you saw that right. He just flew into the waterfall. He's got him, they're building him a nest underneath there, along that wall, under the waterfall. Here in a minute, he's gonna come flying back out. There he goes. Now there's actually two of them. I don't know if the second one's still in there or not, but they fly downstream somewhere and they're grabbing moss. And then they come back and they land on these little rocks right here. And they dip the moss into the water and then fly with the wet moss into the waterfall where their nest is. I tell you, even in the harshest of environments, life can thrive. Quite amazing. Whew, it's cold. Current is strong. Gotta get over here and hug the wall. Right there's the strongest part. Get around the corner. Yeah, buddy. That is a roaring, rushing Wall Creek. Woo. All right. Got about 6.5 miles or so to Phantom Ranch. I don't know if the picture does that any justice or not. That thing drops off about 45 degrees out there. I'm not going to chance it. Getting closer. There's the south rim. We're almost to the overlook for Ribbon Falls. If you look real close, you can see the trail down there running along the cliff line at the bottom. I really would have liked to have gotten back in there, but it's my own fault. If I would have been in better shape, I would have felt like going over there on the way in, which really should be your plan, because by the time you hit this, if you start at the south rim, it's going to be later in the day, temp's going to be up, sun's going to be shining, and it's going to be hot, and you're going to feel like cooling off. I was plumb exhausted. Knew I still had about 1.25 miles to go, so I did not feel like tacking on an extra 2 miles by trail to get back there to the falls and back. So my fault. I should have went when I had the opportunity on Sunday, and I didn't. And yeah, so all that means is we're gonna have to do this again sometime. Maybe next time we can bring the girls along. I love watching these canyon walls start to light up. I mean, the shadows just constantly are changing, and it's such a grand scale. It's incredible, so beautiful. Early morning hiking in the Grand, amazing. All right, we're about to enter the section known as the box. You'll see why the canyon walls really narrow in from the big wide open desert meadows we've been hiking in. And I achieved my goal. I wanted to hit here before the sun hit it. So we made it, just barely. See if we can burn through here before it gets hot. Still cruising through the box. Not making very good time this morning. I'm running into a lot of people that are leaving from Bright Angel Campground and Phantom Ranch down there, and they're trying to either push up to see Ribbon Falls or go all the way to the North Rim. And so everybody has a lot of questions. So not a lot of hiking, a whole lot of talking. Check out all the brittle bush bloomed on the other side. All that yellow. It's beautiful. All the way up. Fantastic, fantastic. Here's what he looks like up close. Well, the next time you're standing at the rim up there and you're wondering what it looks like inside that deep, dark, shaded crack that you can see all the way at the bottom, this is what it looks like. It's actually quite beautiful. We got water, we got flowers, we got cacti, and we got fantastic views. Cruising through Phantom Ranch. It's about 10 o'clock, so it took us, what, 3 hours and 15 minutes to get down here. Definitely not my best time, but like I said, doing a lot of stopping and talking with folks, just passing on information. That Wall Creek crossing has been probably the biggest surprise for most people. We're going to stop at the campground up here, Bright Angel Campground, and refill our water. We got some sand dunes to cross, about a mile's worth of them, and then a fun little area called Devil's Corkscrew, which is supposed to be just like it sounds, hot, twisty, turny, and lots of elevation. And then push on up to Indian Campground, or Indian Meadows, Indian Gardens. I think it's Indian Gardens. Let's see what the temperature is down here at 10 o'clock in the morning. 90 degrees. And in the shade, about 86. Give you a nice look at some of the sights here. Some on the canyon side, some on the creek side. A little more than halfway to our destination for the day. The easy part is over. Check that dude out. Well, he is fast. He literally puffed himself up real big. Oh, here comes somebody else. Look, they're looking at each other. He's all puffed up and doing his push-ups. This other guy's over here in the weeds doing the same thing. We will give them some space. Looks like they're having a little territorial dispute. Holy cow. These guys are going at it. It's a fight for the territory. Who's gonna win? Ah, he's got him. He's biting him. He won't let him go. He's like, I'm bad, I'm bad. No, I'm better. I'm better. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my push-ups. Life at the bottom of the canyon. The mighty, mighty Colorado. We are about to cross on the Silver Bridge. Here's a great look at the Silver Bridge. Looks like a little bit of weather may be coming in. Honestly, as hot as it is right now, I probably feel pretty good. Yep. That is sand, like at the beach. Deep sand. You are not getting any traction through here. But we got great views along the way, so we're not in a hurry. It's probably only about 10:45, 11 maybe. I don't know, maybe not even that, maybe 10:30. So we got lots and lots of time to get up there. Got about 2,000 feet of elevation to gain, and I think what was it, about 6 miles? Making the approach into Devil's Corkscrew. Thankfully, right before you go into this thing, there's a little creek flowing. It's got beautiful crystal clear water in it, nice and cold. I was able to stop for a minute and get my buff all wet, and wash my face, my neck, top of my head, get everything wet real good, and then just drench that buff and throw it on underneath my hat here. I'll tell you, with a little bit of a breeze and a wet buff, feels pretty good. In the creek, that feels good. The spot on my foot is still a little sore. But, all right, let's get this Devil's Corkscrew done. So far, this has been just a beautiful trail. It's constantly gaining elevation, and again, when you're doing it after you've already knocked out about 8 or 9 miles, it's not easy, but it is so stinking beautiful. Look at this. Bad news. I thought we just went through Devil's Corkscrew. Not the case. We are still on approach to it. And I gotta tell you, my gait has turned into a slike. You runners out there that know what a slog is, a slike is the same thing. It's just a very slow hike. Look at that patch of green. You can tell there's some kind of a seasonal drip right there. We got some kind of a cave over here. I think this is going to be the beginning of the Corkscrew. I could put out one of those videos while I'm backpacking and everything looks simple and easy and like a stroll in the park. I'm keeping it real, y'all. This is tough. See some of the trail down there. We've been burning out of that gully. Be a series of switchbacks at the side of this thing, and it's steep. And after yesterday and the day before, 2 14-mile days, like 8,000 feet of elevation change yesterday, 6,000 the day before. It's a grind, y'all. easy. There you can see what we've been working up. Way down there in the bottoms of the creek we were walking along. The river's gonna be out that way somewhere. Leveled out a little bit here finally. You can still see all the way down into that canyon we just came out of. Looks like we got some more uphill to go yet. Hey, like I said, it's a tough hike, but it is beautiful beyond belief. It's funny how your mind can play tricks on you. In the last 10 minutes of hiking, I have smelled onions, like onions from Coney Island, on a big old coney dog with cheese and all the fixings. And I swear right now I can smell barbecue chicken. Now, I know good and doggone well ain't nobody out here cooking barbecue chicken right now. But I'm hungry. I am exerting myself, and my body and my mind is playing tricks on me. Looking over there at Devil's Corkscrew that we just came up. Still going up. That thing there is no joke, folks. Every step is uphill. Almost there. It's literally right, just right up here. Today's been every bit as hard as the other 2 days, which were much harder than I anticipated they would be. That's not me right now, thank the Lord. Welcome to Indian Garden. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Warm in the gardens. All right, this is us. Got a flat spot for the tent, poles for the hand for hanging the backpack. We even got a little shelter here over our picnic table, so Indian Gardens is a sweet little site. I am just flat out exhausted. Not sure what time it is, but yeah, I am very, very grateful that the ranger at the backcountry office recommended I get this spot and stop here. We've still got about 3,000 feet of elevation gain to go, and there is absolutely no way I could have knocked that out today. But for now, we got shade, we got a breeze, and we get that pack off. So this is us for the night. Yeah. So it's about almost 1:30. Total mileage was what, 7.2 to Phantom Ranch, 6.5 up to here, 13.7, almost 14 miles. Total time about 6.5 hours. Elevation change, 2,000 feet down, 2,000 feet up. No, that's not right. Yeah, 2,000 feet down, 2,000 feet up. So those are kind of the statistics for the day. It's not even 1:30 yet, and I'm in camp, which is a great feeling. I know one guy that's getting a very nice nap this afternoon, very soon. But first, we're gonna rehydrate and eat. I'm hungry, I didn't realize, but the only thing I ate the whole day today was when I stopped down there at Phantom Ranch. I had that honey stinger and the Cliff Bar. And other than that, I just had oatmeal for breakfast and coffee, so it feels great to be off my feet though. fantastic. And this wind, I knew it was going to be windy today. They even said there's a chance of rain. So honestly, at this point, I would not be terribly upset if the latter happened as well. So in the meantime, we're just going to hang out here, eat, and rest. Fantastic, fantastic hike. Really tough, but really worth it. About 3:15, just hanging out here in the tent, resting, relaxing, kind of siestaing off and on. Did feel like maybe a raindrop or two, or maybe it was just stuff falling out of the tree. I'm not sure. Skies are kind of gray, winds are still blowing, which feels fantastic. But did meet another group of guys here from Indiana, of all places. Talked with them for a little bit. I may be going out to Plateau Point this evening instead of tomorrow morning, or maybe both. They seem to indicate that you definitely want to check out a sunset from out there. So maybe we'll do that after supper. But for now, just kind of resting, relaxing, and drinking in the fact that we've hiked about 40 miles and 15,000 feet of elevation change in the last 3 days. And tomorrow we're going to cap it off with about another 4.5 miles and another 3,000 feet. So R&R time right now. Right on, right on. We are making our way out the Plateau Point Trail, which is a little sloppy. Got my food in my day pack back here, steeping and getting ready for eating. And I figured, what the heck, you know? The one fella I met said he's done this 30 times, I believe, 30 or 31. It was some unbelievable number. But he said, you know, he never comes here and misses having dinner out here on the point. So, when in Rome, hey, I'm smart enough to know when somebody else has more experience than I do, I should probably be doing what they're doing. So, if you look way out there, you can see the trail to the point, and that's where we're going to be headed. Just tacking on about 3 miles to the end of the day by the time you go there and back. But should be beautiful, should be totally worth it. Holy wow. If you look over there to the right, I believe that is the Bright Angel Trail that I came up earlier today. If you look out there ways, I think you can see the other fellas that were coming out here for dinner. Wow, holy cow. That is amazing. Look at that. Just spectacular. So from the top, Star and I were trying to figure out what all the little bushes that you can see are down here on this plateau. You stand way up there, you look down, all you see is like a big sandy plateau with a bunch of tiny little bushes in it. Well, Star, you'll be happy to know these little bushes are beautiful. Look at all the flowers. They're just covered in these little orange flowers. I don't think it's creosote bush, but I could be wrong. Oh look, here's some little white poppies. Here, this will tell me if it's creosote or not. Here's how you find out if it's creosote. Yep, it's some kind of creosote plant. Creosote is a funny plant in that when it rains, or if you huff on it and then smell it, it's got a very distinctive smell. It's almost like, some people have called it like being in the woods section of Lowe's. The walk to Plateau Point. What makes this view so amazing that I'm realizing right now is you got full 360-degree views of the canyon. They're just amazing as the sun's going down. So, wow. Plus you get to look down into that next level. The canyon's kind of split into, I guess, 3 main levels. And that deep dark rock is the bottom level. That's some kind of, I think they call it schist rock, or weist, something. Schist. I don't know. I'm not a geologist, obviously. I'm really hoping to be able to see the condor. They say that get a lot of views of them out here. I've been seeing them. It's not a real pretty looking bird, but it'd be cool to see one. Here on the right is the point, and wow, what a view! Holy cow! Look at this. There's the Colorado. There's Devil's Corkscrew, I believe. Wow. Amazing. Time to eat. Good morning. As we can hear, it is raining. Not the wake up we were expecting. Huh. Well, it was wet and raining on the day we arrived, so I guess it's only fair that it's wet and raining on the day we leave. Cold wind and rain. Love was wrong. It was not entirely rain. It was a lot of ice and snow mixed in with some rain. But I'm looking up now and there's some blue skies up there still. There's some really dark ones that way, so I hope it's not coming from the north. But to the south it looks nice. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get my tent broke down here real quick before we get another bout of rain. Hot coffee. Oatmeal percolating in the bag. And the rain continues to fall and our blue skies disappeared. In fact, it's getting real gray and dark up there. I'm sure the camera makes everything appear a lot lighter than it is, but looks like it's gonna be a wet walk out. We just about got everything packed up here. We got tent broke down. The rain fly is trying to dry out some, so it's not quite so heavy. We'll eat our breakfast here, and then we'll get everything loaded up and get on the road. All right, well, just that far to go. Up there is the upper rim, obscured in the clouds and the rain. Probably won't be a whole lot of recording this morning unless the rain stops. Rain's letting up a little bit. Now you can kind of see where we're headed. It's like making an approach to a big mountain you're about to climb. That's really what this canyon is. It's an upside down mountain. So, just gotta climb that high, that's all. That's all. Looking out to the north rim, and right in the center of the valley, the V there, if you look far enough, you might be able to make out Plateau Point where we were at last night. Ton of rain coming through the heart of the valley out there though. You can see the sheets moving. We are trekking onward and upward, getting closer to our destination. We haven't started the really serious grind of a climb yet, but we're covering ground. So, did start at 7:30, so hopefully we can be done with this rascal by about 10. We found the switchbacks. We're in an elevation. Be at the top before we know it. I hope. Got some great views though. Well, I'm just past 3 Mile Rest House, so 3 miles left to go. All uphill. Starting to run into the tourist crowd as opposed to the hiker crowd. Folks, I'm just gonna put this out there, and trust me, other hikers on the trail will appreciate this, but if you're coming down a trail with your little light day pack on, and you see some people coming up the trail, working their butts off with huge backpacks, step to the side, please, and let them go by. It's just proper trail etiquette is all it is. The uphill traveler has the right of way. And not only that, I mean, just being a good person. You know, you see somebody working their butt off, get out of their way, let them do their thing. Unless they stop and motion you through. I'm not going to knock anybody off the trail, but I'm not giving way either. When I'm day hiking or coming downhill, I always step to the side and let the uphill traveler through. That view out there towards the north is still fantastic. You can still see the bands of rain moving through. And I just got a report that it's been snowing up here on the south rim all morning. Trail's starting to get a little nasty. So I'll put this phone away so we can use both poles here. Pull my butt up this mountain. We were down there in the crack this morning, so we're doing good. That's right, folks. Snow. It is snowing on my trek up this thing. Not hard. Shoot, the sun's even out up there. That's just beautiful back there. But right here, snow. Mile and a half rest house. Drop the pack for a minute. Consume some liquid. Maybe some calories, I don't know. I don't really feel like eating, to be honest. I can't stay here very long. My underlayer is soaked and the wind keeps swirling and the snow is continuing to fall and the temperatures are dropping the further up I get. So I'm afraid if I stay here very long without moving again, I'm gonna catch that hypothermia like Big South Fork this time last year. We just got this section right here to go. Only about 1,000 feet. Snow, snow, everywhere the snow. Amazing views. Looking at it where we've come from, we've climbed from all the way down there. I don't know if you can see those white spots kind of down here in the bottom or in the middle of the picture where the end of the pole is, the top pole. That's where we started from. Whew. Probably about a half mile left via the trail to the top. Woo! Rim to rim to rim. There's where we came from.
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah. Whoa. Rim to rim to rim.
Really?
Sunday. Woo! Rim to rim to rim. Unbelievable. Trying not to be emotional. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Maybe because that's harder than any mountain I've ever climbed, any hike I've ever done. That is the hardest hike I've done in my life. I just want to thank the Lord that He helped me complete it. Alright, time to stop sobbing like a baby before these tourists start freaking out. I think there's something wrong with me. I got about a quarter to a half mile walk to the truck. And then off to see the girls. But this rim to rim hike. Yes! Completed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. If you're looking for a challenge, this is definitely one to do. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. There'll be more coming. There's an elk. Come to greet me. Until next time, y'all. piece from the Grand Canyon. Mr. Hollinger, you just hiked 50 miles and probably 12,000 feet, 14,000 feet elevation change. What do you want? A big freaking breakfast. That is the rim to rim to rim breakfast, y'all. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to get it all down, but I'm gonna make a good effort.